Ladies and gentlemen, completely unrehearsed, Howard Dell.
Whoa! Like we always do.
Jesus Christ, you're so buff.
And hello, everybody. Howard Dell here, and welcome to the Howard Dell Experience. Take the glasses off because I look younger without them. And today's guest, my good buddy Dan Urso, which means bear in Romanian. And we just talking about all kinds of shit. Like, so anyway, by the way, Dan is, forgot to tell you what Dan does. Dan is like a casting director extraordinaire. So that's all I'm saying. You know, you can have friends in high places. That's all I'm saying. And we are just going to talk about whatever we talk about on the fucking Howard Dell Experience. Anyway, so Big Daddy D.
What we usually talk about. Because every time I get this man for an audition, he just... I have to cut half my day. This is Howard Dell, and then I get the other actors. And mostly we talk shit, so I can say shit on the podcast.
Remember, so tennis. So Dan was a phenomenal tennis player, and I was just trying to share with him. I trained tennis players. So I was on the WTA tour for, I don't know, like 3, 4, 5 years. I've done like 2 or 3 Australians, 2 US, 1 Wimbledon, and 2 French, I think. And I trained, I was the trainer for like Patty Schnyder, Varvara Lepchenko, Romina Oprandi, and she was coached by Tatiana Garbin. Did I miss anybody? I think that's it. But anyway, I was just telling him one of my stories. So I'm like, as far as being an actual tennis player goes, I'm sort of like, I'm a good club player. Just a good club player with a big serve, right? So I met, I would never, ever, Liga, I forgot Liga Dekmer, all right? She's coming back, man. She's about to come back on tour, but nobody knows. And her and I, we're at the Australian, she's playing doubles, and her hitting partner doesn't show up. And she's like, okay, Howard, grab a racket. And I'm like, me? You know, I'm like, I can't like hit the ball back. I mean, I hit the ball over twice, and I'm pretty stoked. Like, yeah. Oh yeah, all right, it's good. And for some reason, I don't know why, you know, I warm up with her, and all of a sudden, I mean, I feel like Federer. I am just like, bam, backhand, forehand, and I'm sitting here rallying with the girl. We are warming up, and I'm just like on fire. I couldn't play any better. And next court over to me is Swiss girl. She's gonna kill me for not remembering her name. Martina Hingis. So Martina Hingis is on the.
I was a fan actually.
Yeah, she's awesome, and she's on the court next to me. I got some good pictures of me and Martina.
Nice.
And
she was also beautiful.
Oh yeah. So Martina's on the court next to me, and she's playing with her boyfriend. And of course, you know, she's being gentle because her boyfriend is like, you know, he doesn't know what he's doing, right? Okay. And so I'm over there, and I think I look like Federer. I'm just running. I have never played so good. I don't miss a ball. Everything's great. And so then I thought to myself, okay, you know, and I yell over to Martina. I said, hey, how about the boys against the girls? You know, like this. And she's like, okay, you know. So she stopped the rally, and Liga and I walk over there, and Martina says, you know, we introduce ourselves and stuff. And Martina looks at me and she goes, so how long have you been playing tennis? And I said, well, I'm not a tennis player. And she goes, oh, I know that. But how long have you been playing? And I was like, all right, fine.
Come on, you were Federer right there. But you played with her, right? And her.
Yeah, we hit the ball around a bit. It was too funny.
Cool. That's cool.
I
wasn't that good.
I'm not a tennis player. And she goes, oh no, I know. How's that for deflating your balloon? You're like, I couldn't have looked any better. I couldn't have played any better.
You put that whole show on,
and
she saw right through it. Damn.
That's okay. Her boyfriend was worse than me. That's all I know. But anyway, so what's happening in the film and television world, man?
Well,
tax credits, baby.
Yeah. So there was this big boom of projects because finally Romania had set in place a system that would allow it to pass a law like the tax incentive one. And projects were starting to come because actually everybody wants to film in Romania. We got everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every form of relief, we got sea, Danube, Delta,
Beach.
Rivers, beaches,
mountains,
everything.
Yeah.
And we've got some history and we've got some traditions, and we've still got some very wild places. I mean, like
Nature
wild
wild.
nature wild
Yeah.
and civilization wild. I mean, we've still got villages that live the way they lived hundreds of years ago.
Oh, I see
Yeah.
what you're saying. Yeah.
So they cook the way they did. They warm themselves the way they did. They carry their lives the way they did.
yeah.
And in the Danube Delta, there's a special kind of community living off the nature there.
Oh.
But there's all kind of political influences and I don't know stuff like that. I don't know. I'm not a political guy. I'm neutral. I don't know about this stuff. But the thing with the tax incentive law is that this year, because the government changed, I heard. I mean, I don't know. I heard. You told me. You didn't. I don't know. I don't know what I've heard, but I think it's moving to a separate department.
Yes. It's gone from wherever it was, I can't remember, to now the Minister of Economy or Economics, whatever they call it.
And that usually brings with itself a lot of bureaucracy.
Oh, gosh.
That's a Romanian thing. I mean, we are bureaucracy. And it's going to take probably half a year to set it in place again.
Yeah.
And that means that the people that were planning to shoot here in spring, or I don't know, early year, they are going to push their shootings till further, and the ones that were planning to shoot here, I don't know, for the...
So all those projects are basically lost.
Yeah,
Because, I mean,
that's what I was going for.
Yeah,
we got a lot of projects that probably won't happen, and...
That's crazy, man. Well, I mean, it's a government thing, right? The government's in disarray, you know, and...
Honestly, it's... I don't understand it, I don't understand it because everybody has to win from this. I mean, there's no one, the government, we, the people, the market, the people, the actors, everybody has something to get out of this.
Yeah, that's a shame.
But there's always been someone that was going to come to shoot something in Romania. So
yeah, so I got talked to BB's in like Bins in
Sinaia, Brașov. He's in Brașov.
Brașov?
I saw a picture and it seemed like Brașov.
Yeah, because I saw I didn't see a photo of him. I saw a photo of the DOP. Gosh,
I don't know the DOP.
He's gonna kill me for forgetting his name, but he was like doing location thing, and he had a parka on, and there was snow, and I was just like, okay, those boys are in the mountains.
But it seemed like it was snowing.
Yeah. So
I don't know. Snowing
but how about crazy winters though, man? Has this been you guys? This is Romania.
This is not normal.
This is like
not
I think
normal.
it snowed. Somebody told me here it snowed like once or twice, and that was.
I'm an angler. I was telling you I'm an angler, right?
Right.
And I used to do a lot of ice fishing back in the day. And I'm telling you, for the past 10 years, I think I've got only 2 winters where I could actually go on the ice.
Cut a hole and do
I don't go on thinner ice than a palm of the hand.
Right.
If it's thinner than a palm, then it starts being dangerous.
Yeah.
Especially if you get a warm afternoon or something like that when you're on the ice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used to dig a hole and put my rods into. Yeah.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
That was.
We had that when where I grew up in Canada. We had when it got cold, we had the bay.
That's salmon, right?
Yeah. No, that's the West Coast. West Coast definitely has salmon. East Coast, carp, muskie, bass. I can't even remember now. My dad used to take us fishing all the time. And I was just like, I was good for like, casting and really that kind of stuff, but I didn't want to take the fish off the hook. I'd be like, okay.
Oh, come on.
I didn't want to hurt him, it's like he's sitting
I'm like a beast with them. I know how to grab them from the, I put my hands in there.
No.
And then I clean them, I cut them, I fillet them, everything.
You fillet them?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I couldn't do that, man.
I've been doing it since I was 10. I'm crazy about it. I look inside them, I see where they've been, what they did, if they're polluted, if they're not. I know the worms that can be inside them, so I know how to. Yeah, I'm really.
Oh, wow.
I know how to take the eggs out, that they take care of them and process them to then eat. If I.
Oh
like,
my gosh!
Yeah.
Okay.
I know all this stuff.
And
And I spend a lot of time in the Danube Delta, sleeping in the tent or sleeping in the people's cottages and stuff. Yeah, fishing there.
That'd be so cool. Would it ever has it ever been cold enough in Romania to, like the Danube has frozen over? Or?
Yeah, but that's dangerous.
Is it?
I mean, yeah. And if you want to go on ice in the Danube Delta, you have to, you cannot do that alone. and you have to tie yourself to other people and use a rope between people, because if one falls, the currents will pull, and those are strong currents. I mean, you can be the swimmer of a lifetime.
And you're still done.
No, the chances are slim. Even though there are a lot of people in those towns that have ports on the Danube and stuff like that cross the Danube swimming, and if you see it,
yeah,
when it's at its most powerful, I mean, you can imagine yourself. I'm not a very good swimmer. I know you are, with your body, you know. I'm not that of a good swimmer.
When's the last time you saw a black man in a pool? I mean, you see a black man lining up for the Olympics in the 50-meter freestyle? No. It's not too late, though.
You'd probably be able to cross the Danube, but... And I swear to God, Howard, there are fish in the Danube that could eat you.
Really?
Yeah. The Wels catfish. You know the Wels catfish?
No. Is it big?
It grows up to 350 kilos.
What?
Yeah.
Fucking 700-pound catfish?
That's what it writes in the books, but I swear to God that the people in the Danube Delta told me they saw
Bigger?
250 pounders, like 500 kilos.
Oh, fucking 1,000-pounders.
Yeah.
Catfish.
Catfish.
Wels catfish. How big is that? Is that like a bigger?
It's the long one with just two mustaches.
I know, but is it like is it big as the couch, or is it like, you know?
Well,
I mean,
it grows weirdly, but it's got a big head, and the body grows thinner along the way, right? But the head is the biggest. I mean, the biggest one I saw was 110, 15 kilos, and it was over 2 meters long, right? And the head was like an armchair, like that.
That's insane.
Insane.
I like a fishing with a shotgun.
That fish is a fish that's blind, and it will eat anything his senses feel that it's smaller than him. Anything. Ducks, rats, dogs, cats, other fish.
It just ingests anything.
Anything. It's got a way of attacking. Like, I've got bit by one of these.
Really? I
scared one of these. Was small. It was 2 kilos, and I was like, it was on my hook, right?
Okay.
It was night, and he was standing in warm waters, and if I had kept him there, it would have gone rotten. And I wanted him to go a little further, and I just put my hand over his mouth, and he went like poof. And I didn't believe in myself. I'm a seasoned angler, yeah. And I was like, Jesus. And I had on my hand like the mouth of the catfish, and it hurt for like weeks.
Yeah, not a popular sport with the brothers. I'm sorry. Fishing and swimming. Maybe down south in the U.S. somewhere. I don't know. Maybe down.
Come on, but fishing? Why not fishing?
Yeah, but I don't know.
I think I may be going fishing tomorrow. You want to come?
I've got tomorrow's Tuesday. I have to.
Weekdays are the best for fishing.
Really?
And this weather now,
this
is perfect.
I gotta go. I got a meeting tomorrow probably.
I probably got a casting to do.
Yeah, what are you working on now?
I'm working on a series, actually.
Series is good. Always good. Series.
It's a mini series,
okay.
And it's for a platform like Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
It's for Quibi, actually, and it's a true story about some kids in Macedonia. I don't think I'm allowed to spoil
the big
something.
spoiler. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Anything actually, but I think I love the script.
Yeah.
The director's crazy enough. He's doing some crazy things in Romania. I've never seen a director go as deep as him.
He's going.
Yeah, he's doing it.
Okay.
Like he wants the real thing.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna get a true life story there.
Wow.
If I get to cast everything.
Yeah.
By the end.
Hopefully it'll be. Hopefully, man, that'll be. I'm looking forward to seeing that because the true stories are always, so interesting.
Yeah, because life beats film usually.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Actually, my first true story I cast.
And
I never acted one. I'm not acting this one.
Anything happening? Castell bringing anything out here?
Well, they keep bringing in projects, and I keep working on them, but it's difficult because I'm getting to touch the bigger parts,
right,
in a film.
Yeah, and
I'm usually interested into actually getting talent on Romanian market out there.
Remember, I was going to ask you. I forgot to ask you. Remember what's his name? Comedian, funny guy. We both worked on that film.
James?
No, comedian, funny guy, first English film. He does a lot of theater. And he directed, I think he directed this one and produced it. Oh, what's his name? You know the guy. Actor,
Okay.
funny guy.
Romanian?
Romanian.
Okay.
Does a lot of theater.
Ionuț?
No, a lot of theatrical comedy and stuff. He's huge here. He's huge. And he did his
Malaele?
first. There we go. What was his first name?
Oh, Horatiu.
Horatu Malele.
Oh,
da.
he's a big star.
Yeah.
He's the. It was that project was amazing. I'm actually very excited to see. See it. I think it's coming out this year.
Is it
It
gonna come
should
out?
be coming out.
Yeah.
I know they shot the last. They had to shoot some
In New
scenes
York.
in New York. Yeah,
Right.
they went there.
Okay, so they did.
They
go.
did some casting there,
Oh no way.
and they shot the scenes. I mean, it should come out this year.
Okay, cool.
I don't know how post production is going, but
Yeah, I want to see that. That's going to be pretty funny.
I think that's gonna be a good movie.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be a good film.
that'll be awesome. Yeah, I look forward to seeing that, man. That's going to be.
And Horatiu was awesome.
Yeah.
You never told me how that shooting day. That was. Did you have one shooting day you had with Sinclair?
Yeah, I mean, so I remember when I got the script, it was like, I looked at the script and they wanted to book me for like, I don't know, like a day or two or something like that. And I
Okay.
looked at the script, I'm sort of going,
Because it was a big scene.
yeah, and I was just sort of going, okay, you want to shoot me doing this, and like I said, this is like minimum 3 days, and that's the whole day, kind of thing, right? So then they had to revise the script, and then that day, you were in on that day, because I remember I was leaving and I saw you at your new trailer, right?
yeah.
And but that was, I mean, I was in it at the crack of dawn, and I left at like 5. I mean, then we
Jesus.
spent the whole day.
But it was nice. Did you like that?
Oh yeah, it was great. Yeah, Horatu's great, man. He's a great director.
I'm very excited to see
Yeah.
what that movie will look like.
And then we shot that one. Did you hear about that one out in Constanza with Florian Piercik Jr. and it's like a fight film. It was like
No.
Edward Ermia did it.
I
I can't remember the name of it. But it was a good one. It's not done. It's like I think they got halfway.
who made it?
Halfway through it. Edward Ermia did it.
And who produced it?
He did. He produced
Oh,
it. Yeah, him
everything
and
directors.
and Nora Sarusi produced it.
I didn't know about it.
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
cast it?
Oh, it was good. It was good.
I didn't cast that.
I don't know who did. I think because what happened was the actual storyline is, a fighter, retired fighter, and he's being blackmailed by the mob or something like that, and he has to come out and fight again, and so he has to fight this guy who's just insane looking, who's just like.
That's nice. I love those kinds.
Yeah,
of
he's just insane looking. I mean, he looks like you see this guy in the ring, and all you want to do is be like, okay, bye-bye. You just want to be like, I ain't fighting this guy. He's gonna kill me, right?
And-
so he's forced to fight this guy. And anyway, so it was for me. It was hilarious because the first time I'm working with the director, and we've all seen like. We've all seen like a fight promotion, like introducing the fighters. It's a conference, okay, this is so and so and so and so, like a press conference, right? So press conference with the number one, right, the contender and the challenger, and the director Kadar, he's hilarious, man. He's so good. He is so talented. I call him Special K, but he did. What was that? I wish I could remember the name of this movie. You'd have to check it out online. It's online. And he did it like with 100,000, and they shot it in 13 days, and it was like, and it's got like about 10 stars in it, like stars. And
Nice.
oh yeah, he had like no budget, and I can't remember. It's like a number. I think it's called like 13 or 153 or something like that. That's just the title of it. Anyway, so he was directing this film, and he comes up to me and he goes, "Okay, Howard, listen, we haven't got anything written for this. Right? It's a press conference with like 150 reporters, right?" And they're all asking questions, and so they're scripted in terms of their questions and that kind of stuff. And he's got so it's 3 cameras, right? I got one here, here, and here. And he said, "Okay, so here's what's going to happen. You're just going to have to run the press conference. And there's nothing scripted, so it's just you're gonna have to improvise.
Jesus.
Yeah, and I'm sort of like.
And you were playing the retired that was.
No, I was playing the fight promoter.
Oh, you were the fight promoter.
I'm the fight promoter. Yeah, right.
I'd want to see you in there.
Yeah, and it was sort of like I'm like, I got to be Don King. I don't know if you know who
Yeah,
Don
yeah,
King
yeah.
is.
Of
gotta-
course I know who Don King.
So I got to be Don King.
Of course,
Right,
of
for
course.
this press conference. And I'm like, okay then. And I started out, welcome ladies and gentlemen, and and we have a prolific fight, and it says yakety 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 yak. Here's this guy, and then we got to take questions. And the questions are pretty cool. And I'm just sort of like, the questions are asking me about this guy. Hey, look, he's retired. He's not what he used to be. And I'm like, I'm standing up banging on the table, like, what are you talking about? Look at this man. He's in perfect condition. And it was just like,
Nice.
first time I ever had to do anything like that. So we rolled it for like 5 or 6 minutes.
Of course, but I love directors that do that.
Yeah,
They're rare.
Yeah, and he just let me go. And I was
But
just
that's
like,
yeah.
it was a lot of fun.
That's what you need as an artist, to be let go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he let me go, so it was fun.
To express yourself.
Yeah,
I've worked with pretty different directors the past year.
yeah.
I worked for Dampire. That was an experience.
How was that?
I did a lot of stunt work. Never done it before.
Oh wow.
I had some frights back in the day, falling and stuff like that. They're gone now. They're gone.
Now you've been thrown out of a car,
Stuff like that.
You're
Yeah.
like, I'm good.
I almost broke my spine. I had a chemical burn actually. It's still
Oh,
a
damn.
sign here.
Yeah,
Yeah. That was kind of nasty. And at some point I had to jump on someone's back, and I pushed my vampire teeth in my own mouth.
Really?
I was like, I could feel my lip was punctured. Right?
Oh my
And the
God.
guys were asking me, "Do you want to do it again?" I was like, "Do you have it?" "No." "Yeah."
Well, we got to do it again.
Let's do it again. And I had a lot of fake blood in my mouth, but at some point there was a lot of natural too. So, but it was cool.
I ain't faking it.
I figured out that that's what I want to do with my career. I want to go for action movies. I want to
Be a
go for
stunt
fantasy. I want to go acting and casting. I actually miss doing a project with Ben and Keone because of that. Because I
Yeah.
like that niche, that part of film industry. I like it.
Yeah, no, they're
I want
they're
to.
great.
I want to be thrown out a window at one point.
Yeah,
I want to do that.
we had. They're great. I remember again, in terms of letting you go, right? So we're doing. It was. First one was Seagal was Absolution. Second one was Cartels, I think, or Killing Salazar.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have this fight scene to the death with Luke Goss, right? Yeah, and so we are in the basement of this hotel. It's a boiler room. I'm wearing a suit because I'm like an FBI or CIA kind of guy, and you're just finding out now that I'm the bad guy.
Oh, okay.
And so Luke and I are sort of like, we have to do this fight scene, and we just said, you know what? Let's just do it ourselves. No stunt people. Let's just do it ourselves. And that's the hardest I ever worked, man. I thought I was going to die in this thing. I mean, it was just like we were throwing each other around, diving into this and that. It was just like, it was, one of my favorite lines was like, he's on all fours, right? And because I knocked him down and he's trying to get up, and then you just see me walk him and like kick him in the head, and I'm like, poof, take that with you, So the fight goes on and on and on, and I wish I could find this. I wish I could find this photo, man, because there's a photo of me sitting on the floor, feet up in front of me, just sort of sitting here like this, and he killed me by taking a hammer and driving it up through here, like through my chin,
Nice,
right? So
nice.
they had
Classic.
yeah, and I'm just sitting there like this, and I am spent. I can't even get up off the ground. It was like 3.5, 4 hours to film this scene, and someone took a shot from far away, black and white, and I was just alone on the floor.
And you lost that shot?
I can't find the shot. I think Ben took it. I think Ben had it, and I was just like, so I'm gonna have to see if I can get that photo, man. But
That's
yeah, Keone again was. I think Keone was directing that one. Anyway, it was just great. It was just a great film, and it was just.
I
a lot
like
of fun.
the scripts. I like the action. So I like.
And Keone writes great scripts,
Yeah,
So for this hard times,
Hard Way.
Hard Way 2. Yeah.
Hard Way 2?
Yeah, that's what my next one is.
You think?
Yeah, Hard Way 2.
That would be cool.
So it's going to be Byron Mann.
Luke. Byron Mann?
Yeah, I had Byron Mann in Absolution.
I don't know.
I
I'm sure I know who he is, but I don't know
Yeah.
the name exactly. I can put a face on
If you
the
saw him,
name.
you'd know.
Yeah,
for sure.
But
And-
Luke, I'm a big fan of Luke.
Yeah, Luke's hilarious, man. He's
I'm
such
actually a fan. I mean,
he's such a
Jesus.
cool guy. Such a cool guy. But,
Nice.
wow.
Nice.
So
I got a call for a character. One character. For something
For-
I don't know nothing about. And I just send the auditions. We'll see. Maybe something will come up.
maybe it'll happen.
Sometimes I will hold some auditions and just throw them in the pool.
Yeah, just,
and just whisper it.
like, why not?
It's like I'm calling Howard and I just give you a text and I take the tape and I throw it in the pool.
So like, here, by the way, говорите по-русски, да.
You know what? I had an American. I had a call last year, right? They told me to get an East European mobster speaking an accented English, right?
Right.
And I felt like the people I was supposed to serve would go for an American doing a Russian accent rather than a Romanian doing a natural East European accent, right? That can happen.
Yeah. Okay.
It depends on what the people that want to tell the story want and how they want to tell it, and it's their total right to do that.
Right.
So I wanted to do a trick, right? And I got an American to get him to do a Russian accent on the tape in Romania. That's freaking hilarious. I mean, you don't know how much I laughed.
During that?
Like, at some point, the actor was like, Dan, I cannot do it if you're falling off the chair laughing. And I swear to God, I was like, I hadn't laughed like that in years.
So American guy doing a Russian accent?
Yeah, that was so funny.
My gosh.
That was so funny, Howard.
That's too funny. That is funny.
Because actually the look on him was kind of Russian. I mean, he could have done it if he had the educated, if he had the background. I mean,
right. So he looked Russian, but he spoke English.
I mean, but I think you know him. He was on Hard Way. Luke Lewis.
I know. Is he tall?
Not as tall as Big Howard.
Luke Lewis. I mean, name sounds familiar.
He was in Malayalas also, the lawyer, the Jewish lawyer.
I might have seen him then because he might have been.
Probably, I think
he would have been in that room.
I don't know if you know him, but I think you did.
Okay, yeah, I'll have to. I mean, the name sounds familiar. I probably know him to see him. But so he was our American Russian.
But it was a blast to do it. It was a blast.
Well, I mean, it's always great when auditions are hilarious because you're so relaxed. Like when I'm teaching, I was teaching the master class, and it was a lot of fun, And I was just trying to, sort of clear the slate of all the bullshit.
That's difficult.
Clear the slate of all the, I mean, of course when
preconceived ideas.
Yeah, when people are so new. I mean, are we going to break into Stanislavski or this technique or that technique?
But
let's go to our childhood. I said, listen, look, can we just stay away from that just for a sec?
Did you train professionals?
We had a couple in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I said the most important thing, as far as I'm concerned, and it's just like it's like having a trainer at the gym. This trainer trains you one way, this trainer trains you another.
Of course.
So in Howard's master class, this is how I'm training people. And I said, scene study. We're going to do a lot of scene study because we need the exercise, right?
That's why I did college.
Right. So. And so I said to him, the most important part is to be real. I just want you to be real. That's it.
Authentic.
Yeah, be real and authentic.
But I think we're all going for that. But the thing is that the recipe is different for each of us.
Yes, and that's
the buttons to push to get there are different.
Yeah.
You cannot teach a recipe of how to do it.
Right.
You have to teach them to teach themselves how to do it.
Exactly.
And that's through passion.
Yeah, you have to let them go. You have to
let them go.
And that's what I do. I just tell them, I would just give them, I'm trying to tell them, there's no wrong way to do it. It's just
you're right.
Said,
you're right.
Like
there's
your
no
passion and how you want to do it. And all that's going to happen is, once you've done it, is you're going to take direction. That's it.
I had my first crying scene on a movie last year, and I was supposed to give it all away. I mean, the scene was that I was in a rehab facility.
Yep.
I was one of the patients. I was the thin. I was the bullied one, right?
Okay.
And the big man there, a big man, was supposed to terrorize me, and I was supposed. Well, the script didn't necessarily. It didn't write that the guy was crying, but from the scene, I mean.
How could he not?
Yeah. And I was extremely. I was afraid of it, actually. I didn't know how I would. I mean, I don't know how to practice for that.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, if you rehearse a scene like that and you actually do it while rehearsing, what's your guarantee you're gonna have it when you're shooting
On the day,
it?
yeah.
Yeah. There's no guarantee.
No.
So why would you? I mean, I didn't rehearse it. I just went on and did it, and I used actually something that I would never have recommended to. I mean, it's not my end game in what I consider good acting.
Okay.
But I used emotional memory. I thought of something to take me there, and it took me there, and I did the scene perfectly.
That's how I do it.
Yeah, but I believe that you're supposed to generate the emotion without using the memory of something that actually traumatized you. You understand?
Yeah. Okay. Well,
But that was on that day when I tried it. It was impossible for me, but I did. At first, I started trying that. It took me good. I would go a certain distance,
right?
But I wouldn't. I mean, I ended up going all the way. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
I even had lines on the actual scene, and it's not that I forgot to say them.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like saying them.
Yeah.
And I didn't. And you know how an actor always want to say it's like.
Yeah.
It's like. But the way
it didn't feel like it.
Yeah.
Just didn't feel right.
Yeah. So it felt right not to feel right. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the acting process, the decision. You let them go. That's how it.
An assumption? Is it? Am I using this word?
In terms of assumption, in terms of making the assumption that it's okay to do it.
Oh no, I'm not using the word well. Well, we have a word in Romanian, a te asuma.
Da?
Do you know what it means? You're so. It's like. I don't know how to. You have a word for it in English. It's just that I'm stupid and I don't know it.
I don't know. I'm just like.
I don't know it now on the spot.
I don't think it's. It's not assumption. I can't think of it.
Well, it's about actually when you're doing something, and even if you'd never do that in your normal life, even if if you do that in your normal life, you'd feel, I don't know, ashamed or something like that.
Okay.
It's about actually believing in what you're doing.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a word for it, but I can't find it. It would explain the whole thing, but I can't
believing in what you're doing. Yeah, I just have one mechanism. I just have the one. I like that example though, that analogy in terms of, you can. But what do you do? But what do you do when you're going through the moment? You're in the moment and you're going through the scene, and it's not the kind of scene that would make you cry.
You find the other way. If it's not the scene that will make you cry, probably you don't have to cry in the scene.
Right. Okay. That's what I was thinking.
Right.
Because, I mean, if it's a scene that would make me cry, yeah.
Let's take a general, natural example, a funeral, right?
Right.
Of someone close.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't cry to all the funerals I went to of my members of my family that I loved.
Okay.
I didn't.
No. Okay.
No. I did at some. I didn't at some. It depended on the moment in my life and how I was and my balance, my own natural balance.
Right.
So not every scene of that kind would require tears.
Tears, yeah.
Actual tears.
Okay.
You can express that emotion through different ways. It's like when I tell actors how to come to an audition, I give a very strong example. I say, let's say you have a rage scene.
Right.
If you're having a 10-foot room, would you jump off the walls, scratch my walls? I would instantly feel uncomfortable as a casting director.
Right.
And your audition would be wrong. I wanted to use a stronger word. I didn't. So, but the thing is that a rage scene you can play in so many different ways.
Oh, of course.
You can play it without raising a tone in your voice, or you can bottle it up inside and play it all the same.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you can do that with the crying scene and all that.
Have you ever had any really without naming names, have you really had any really bad or fucked up auditions? Like,
yeah.
What's the do you have any samples of like? Okay, next.
Okay, usually when I get an actor at an audition, at the first read, I let him do what he wants, right?
Okay.
I let him serve. But sometimes it's like,
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, yeah. But the thing is that while I'm going through reads, I get inspired by the actor to give him certain indications. I never give him directions if they don't inspire me, right?
Right, of course.
And I get to a better product, that's the audition, with him as a, how do you say, as a team player, right?
Yeah.
And together we get to a certain thing.
Okay.
But sometimes someone comes along and it's like, I cannot say anything at the end of the first read, you know?
Yeah.
But I always think to myself that it's because I didn't get to have a certain chemistry with the guy that just came into audition with me,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
I never take it as a general idea that certain person will never be able to do a very good audition.
Right. You're
my
not
casting
assuming that
job.
it did.
No,
it
never,
didn't work
never.
just because.
I never. First of all, I do not believe in talent. Talent is just a small freaking thing inside of us that does not decide anything in our lives.
Right.
It just takes us to a place where other people want to go faster than it takes the other people.
Yeah.
But if we're slow enough, even if we have talent, the
Yeah.
other people without this gram of talent will get there faster than us.
Yeah.
So I don't believe in talent, and I do believe in the fact that if an actor has the worst auditions, first 500, the 500 first audition might be a diamond.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So I always give them the chance, and I've had people that gave me bad auditions, and at some point they just came in and snapped it.
Yeah, but did you had? That's my question. Is have you had somebody come in and you're like?
I've had all kinds of auditions.
Like
At some point, someone in an audition, I was shooting, the phone rang, right? I'm okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Took the phone out. I need to talk to Johnny. Sorry. Hello.
That was strange.
I was like, in my mind, there was rolling like, does this happen to everyone? In my position, should I do something now? What should I do?
You should say bye.
No, but the thing
the door
is,
hit you in the ass on the way
the
out.
thing is that I'm a very, very tolerant casting director.
Right.
I mean, I'm an actor too, a
Right.
working actor.
Yeah.
So I did all kinds of stupid stuff.
Yeah, well, come on, that's
audition.
fucking extra stupid. I mean, that's like
yeah,
taking a phone call and audition. You know, you're right in the middle of it. Hey, just a sec. I got to talk to Johnny.
I've had actors not learning their text when they come to an audition. I'm talking about 4 pages of text, not 10 lines, man. We can work 10 lines on the spot.
Right.
But I cannot work 4 pages on the spot, man. It's like, that's coaching. And you're killing me there.
Yeah.
But the market is small.
Yeah.
On some age categories, if you mix them with the language and a certain physical feature, you get what? 7 people?
Yeah. Yeah.
Professional, good, in Bucharest.
Yeah.
So I can audition in a week. Because if Ben comes, he's going to say, Dan,
yeah, I need X, Y, and Z.
We'll meet tomorrow and the proposals and the auditions on Thursday. And I'm like, Ben.
There's this one girl I had at my masterclass. She came in the last masterclass, and man, she was good.
Name?
I can't remember her name. I just have a picture. I got like one of the guys, the guy who owns the company. He was there. Emmy. Emmy's great. You'd love Emmy.
Emmy Părvu?
No, I think it begins with a P, but it's Plescan.
Pleshcan.
Yeah, Pleshcan.
Pleshcan. I think I know. I don't personally.
And he just maybe I wonder if you know this. I'll show you a picture. I wonder.
Probably.
Momentum.
And if I don't, you'll have to send me pictures and stuff.
You know, I have a picture right here. He sent me a picture. He goes, "Do you mean this girl?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's the one." MCDE. Let me see if I have it here. Let me find Emmy in my phone book. Emmy, EM, EMY, LMN. What the hell would Emmy be? Okay, let me search. That's probably the best thing to do. There we go. Yeah. Was that Pleshcan?
Yes.
Okay, and so that. Hang on, I'll show you. Here's this picture.
No, I don't know.
I don't him. Okay,
No,
so
not personally,
here's the.
but I know the name.
What's this? He didn't. Oh, that's her right there.
No, I don't know this actress.
No?
She's a professional?
Man, yeah.
Yeah?
She
I'm
should be.
asking if... No, I understand, but I'm asking if she's in a circuit, because that's how I would know her.
I don't.
I cannot know an actress that...
Yeah, I don't know if she... I think she does a lot of theater. I'm just guessing.
But why didn't you give me all your contendants at the master class?
Well, I didn't...
Because I would have put them in my database.
well, I still...
You can
I
still
still
do that
I can still do
if
that,
you
yeah.
like.
I can get them from Emmy. And oh, there we go. Hang on.
Andrea Antor.
That's her.
And
Andrea
Anna?
Antor. Anna Radu?
Did you have Anna Radu? No, that's not Anna Radu. I know Anna Radu very well. That's not Anna Radu either. I don't think. No. But Anna
Well,
Radu is amazing.
I asked him. I said, I gave him a terrible script. Yeah. So that's the first one, and that's got to be her.
She's not Anna Radu. I'll show you Anna Radu if you like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Anna Radu very well. I cast her. Yeah.
How old is she?
She's like 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Are you sure?
But that's not her.
Are you sure? Maybe it's just the way
Yeah,
she's dressed and stuff.
No, maybe her Come on, man.
She was a pro, man. She was like
She is a pro.
So good.
Of course.
I mean, the way she was holding the
She was with me in the Empire.
Scene study, that kind of thing. She did it like she'd been doing it all her life.
This is Anna Radu.
That's her.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah, that's one.
But do you know
Wait a
her
second.
boyfriend?
Wait a
Bogdan
second.
Yanku?
Hang on, that's not her. This is a different one.
I'm telling you. Yeah, that's not her.
That's not her. It's a different
But
one.
she is an amazing actress.
Okay.
So you had her at a master class?
No, not her. I had this one and she was this. I'm telling you, man, this girl was
Well,
awesome.
Send me.
Yeah, I'll have to send it to you. I have to send that one to you. What is this now? Oh, there we go. All right. Yeah. Anyway, we'll see what happens with this tax credit and stuff. Hopefully, I heard they were going to have it straightened out by, March. And here we are.
Because eventually their best practice is going to auditions.
Yeah. I just want this thing. I want this film thing to start, because it's just, like you say, you got all these. Nobody knows where the office is where they apply, because before the producers could apply online for the tax credit.
Okay.
Right?
Now they can't.
Well, no, it's just like there's a lineup of people going. So, they're waiting to apply. When's the door open? When's that door going to open?
That's so typically Romanian.
And it's like nobody knows. Nobody knows. So it's like
we're gonna lose business probably.
Yeah, I know.
But hopefully we're just gonna lose the first half of the year.
Well, I think they're gonna film The Hard Way 2 somewhere else now. Like,
really?
Yeah, I think they're gonna do it in like who knows? They might do it in Bulgaria or Hungary. Maybe they go down to New Boiano and shoot in Sofia. I mean, the only good part about that, it's like a 4-hour drive, so it's not very far. But
maybe they'll shoot it in parts. I don't know.
Well, there's no sense for them to unless they're completely funded, and they can.
They don't care about the tax rebate.
They don't care about the rebate. Then they'll do it here, because it's still, they're going to weigh the cost now, right? Cheaper here, cheaper in Bulgaria, cheaper in who knows. But I guess we'll see what happens, man. We'll have to see what happens. So what else you got on for today, man? What's the word?
I'm actually continuing with this project. I didn't I went to Petroșani and did a street
right,
casting.
yeah, that street casting.
A kid at a high school recognized me from The Hard Way.
No way!
Of that.
Are you serious?
He didn't directly. He was like, "I know you. Where do I know you? What did you play?" I watch action movies, and I was like, "Did you see The Hard Way with Michael J. White?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah!" And I got a picture.
By the way, yeah, Mr. Michael J. White. Mm-hmm. So, I was supposed to play her. I was supposed to play his brother,
Cody.
Yes.
Yes.
I was supposed to play Cody. And you know what Michael said? Michael said, I'm not dark enough to play his brother.
I remember that.
Remember that? Jesus. Yeah. They had me lined up for Cody, and Michael J. White, I'm not dark enough to play your brother. Really? Okay. We'll meet again. That's all I know.
I think you're a little too buff.
I was just like,
I think you're a little.
Because I saw Cody. I saw Cody. I was just like,
Yeah.
Was it your high school? Was that your high school buddy or something? Yeah. All right. I'm gonna see you again.
I mean, if Michael J. White was supposed to be the big bad dude,
right.
it was difficult to have a taller, buffer
Yeah. Well,
dude standing right next to you.
I could have had. It could have been like Anyway, I'll remember you, buddy. What goes around comes around. That's all I'm saying. But yeah. So anyway, so the kid recognized you from Hard Way.
And that was freaky. That was a thing, because I had never been recognized from something like that, and that was a small scene. And I did a casting in Petrosyan, which is like it's an old mining city.
Oh, great.
Deep in the mountains.
Okay.
But the mines haven't worked for years.
Right. So they're still there.
So it's a ghost town.
Yeah.
And I went to do street casting there. And it was like, I was going to people on the street and I was like, do you want to take part in films? And we've got feature extras and maybe small parts if you know English and stuff like that. I'm a diplomat.
Right.
I'm like, you want to kiss me if I come up to you and invite you to do something like that. I take the pictures right away and give you a candy and kiss you on the forehead and all that. And they were like, no, we don't want to take, but sit down so we tell you how many people those goddamn mines took from us. And I was like, man, I got to do a job here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
They want to tell you history of the mines and the mining town.
But their faces were like, damn, if I could have get him on.
So is it like, it's obviously, how far drive is it?
It's like almost 400 kilometers.
Oh, fuck. So that's
in Romania.
That's eternity.
In
that's
the
like
Carpathians, that's like going to Dracula.
8 hours, man. Like,
I'm going to Dracula's, Mom. I'll be back, I don't know, maybe never.
Next week. So it's way up there in the mountains.
But I didn't do it during the night. I drove myself with my own car alone. That was a trip right there. And I swear to God, when I went there were deers in front of my car. Yeah. When I got into the...
I did Mediash. Is that how you pronounce it?
Mediash.
Mediash. I went up and back in the same day.
But Mediash is like...
4 hours.
Yeah? Is that far?
Oh yeah, it's 4.5 hours. It's 300.
But it's in the south.
It's 333 kilometers.
It's in the southeast.
No, it's north. It's so you go through Pitești, Sibiu.
Oh, you reach Sibiu?
Yeah, it's
further than Sibiu.
It's about an hour before Cluj.
Oh, okay. So that's about 5-6 hours then.
Well,
pretty far.
Depends what you're driving.
What you driving?
My little A200, you know.
A200?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I drive a Volkswagen. And it's diesel.
Hey, listen, I had this car a little time, and it would never go over because I bought it used.
Okay.
It would never go over 120 kilometers an hour.
Oh, it's got a limitator.
This is what I thought.
I
thought it had a limiter because it came from Germany.
Yeah.
So I thought it had a limiter on it,
Okay.
right? And then, because I always put in, when I put in gas, I always put like nozace cinci, you know, for the benzene, you know.
Okay.
No? And and so it only go to 120. My foot is like to the floor, and it only goes 120. I'm driving up to Roman, and then all of a sudden, one day, just, I don't know, I was feeling a little flush, and I put Osuta, right? Osuta in benzene in there, right?
Okay.
Boom. And then from that point on, like 160, 170, 180.
Yeah?
Yep. I have no idea why.
What's the dimension of how many cylinders?
It's the biggest engine in that class.
200?
It's a 200 centimeters.
Oh,
yeah.
that's a big engine.
Yeah.
Horsepower? 120, 30?
Yeah, it's got to be at least.
150 maybe.
And
it's a small car?
It's a small car.
I drive a 1.9 diesel Volkswagen Golf.
Hey, by the way, speaking of diesel, like, what's up with that? So anything like not Euro 5 or 6.
Euro 4. I'm Euro 4. Don't leave me hanging there.
I'm telling you, but I hear
Euro 3 is screwed.
No,
Euro 3 is screwed.
I heard Euro 4. Euro 4.
Euro 4 will be screwed.
Yeah, it's like
the next years. Yeah.
So is that just an extra tax on registration, or how does that work?
No. First of all, we got to do the periodical inspection.
Oh, nice.
Yearly.
Yeah. Okay, so that's where that little sticker comes from. Okay. Because I think mine's Euro 4.
Well, how old is it? What year?
2005.
Oh, it's Euro 4. Yeah.
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 Because I had to go and get that inspection.
Yeah, you have to go
I
get
had
it.
to go and get it.
I have to go too, in 2 months actually.
Yeah.
And with the diesels, they're going.
Oh,
They're
the
dying
diesel. That's
breed.
the other thing too. That they say no more diesel.
No more diesel because no more. They
Do
want no
even-
more pollution.
Are they
I understand that.
manufacturing diesels now, or are they stopped
I
doing
think
that?
they're still manufacturing diesels. Yeah.
Because I mean, I see a lot of beautiful Mercedes like 2010, 2000. You know,
Diesels, right?
and they're all fucking diesels.
Yeah, because all these parts
They want
bought diesel.
Yeah, they want to.
Yeah, do you know how much diesel I had to buy to Petroshan? That's, I don't know, 20 liters.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's cheap.
Wow.
It's cheap, and if you're talking pollution, man, if I burn 6 liters on 100 miles or 100 kilometers, and you burn 12 of gasoline, well, not 12, but 9,
Right.
who's polluting then?
Right.
Because you're burning more fuel. I'm burning less.
Oof.
I don't know exactly, but
Yeah. So all I know is diesel's out, and
I like driving a diesel.
I've never driven a diesel.
Oh, it's nice.
The
It
sound.
purrs.
The sounds.
It purrs.
I hear it's only good when it purrs once you get up over like when you get into 80, 100 kilometers an hour, and the faster you go, the more she purrs. Because they were built for distance.
It depends. It depends a lot on the type of car. They all purr differently.
Okay.
I like the purr of the Volkswagen. I don't know why, but I like it on all Volkswagens, Passat, Golf,
Yeah.
whatever.
That's
But what? They're doing a new Duster now, and it freaking looks nice.
really.
It looks nice. Dacia is a good car.
Well, no, but do you hear what Dacia and Renault were supposed to be at the Swiss Auto Show this year, the 2020 Auto Show, which got canceled because of Corona, and they're world first. Dacia Renault world first full lineup of cars all electric.
They got money. You know why they got money? Because the cheaper cars, when the economic crisis hit, the cheaper cars like Dacia, Logan was a 1.7 cylinder big Berlin car that cost what? 4,000 euros?
Right.
New. Brand new, Howard.
Yeah.
You could drive that car for 2 years and not look inside it.
Yeah.
And Dacia is like, it's like the prostitutes of the cars. I mean, you can do anything to them and they're still smiling and driving you around. I mean, what do you want from them? What do you want more? The Germans said, we don't buy Mercedes. Why would we buy Mercedes when we've got Dacia?
Yeah.
I mean,
forever.
the Autobahn is full of Dusters and Logans and stuff.
Right.
So they made a lot of money. Of course, they invested into clean energy cars.
Yeah, well,
They're smart.
But Renault, they did have, because of, I don't know what it is. They were going to put I wish I knew the name of the town, but they were spending 100 million into some little town. Renault was to produce some cars, and they canceled.
I would give anything to drive a big ass engine Ford Mustang. Anything.
Oh man, you got to come to.
I would do anything, or
North
a Dodge
America.
Charger. Those are my cars.
Especially the old muscle cars, like in the the 65.
I love them.
The fucking.
I love them.
Any of those.
I mean, I'm an environment guy because I'm a fisherman and angler and all that. But damn.
Yeah, man.
I don't fly planes.
Yeah.
So I get to pollute a little bit.
You ever gone skydiving? Speaking of flying planes.
Jesus. I enjoy living.
I would. Why
So
would you
no.
jump out of a perfectly fine aircraft?
Yeah. Why would you?
Why? That's all I want.
Why would you want to be? I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I heard that, and now this is true. I really heard that a lot of parachutes don't shoot.
Come on. Seriously?
Yeah. And I met a girl a few weeks ago that told me a story. She is a skydiver.
Right.
And at some point, her chute didn't open. She did the procedures and it managed to get the emergency parachute to open. She just broke a leg. But what panicked her is that the others in her team weren't so surprised. They didn't find it like a big deal. It was like, ah. And then another colleague died. And then she was like, what the hell?
Yeah,
it's probably cool, but it's not worth dying.
I don't. Yeah, it's just like there's nothing. Can you imagine that? Just imagine that look on your face. You go to pull the street and.
Are you having fun now?
Boy, that's quite a thrill you're having experiencing right there. How's that adrenaline going?
She told me the story. It was like she opened, poof, nothing. She didn't fold the parachute.
Oh, she didn't.
No, she usually did, but that time she just did a quick change of parachutes and she got from someone else. And then the procedures mean that you actually hit the parachute with your elbows, because if it's not staying, it might go off, right? And she started shooting and shooting until she got 10 seconds past the point of shooting opening. That's why she broke her leg. Right,
okay, yeah.
So she was obliged. By then, she had to open the emergency parachute.
And that
You don't have a lot of thinking time.
Fuck, seriously.
So what do I do now? No. It's like,
So let's see. Let me think about this.
I'm even afraid to get on a plane, Howard. I would never skydive.
Man,
no bungee jumping, no nothing.
I'm going home next week, man. So I gotta get on one. I'm just like, I'm worried about the coronavirus, and it's gonna be crazy.
Why are you going home next week? You shouldn't be on a plane now.
Well, that's what they're saying. They should say, like, yeah, you just wait it out a little bit. But I think the more I wait, the fucking worse it's gonna get.
Probably, but just for a little bit, then it's gonna go low.
Yeah. So it'd be interesting to see what happens, like.
In Romania? It will be.
Well, I was just Romania's not too
bad. In Romania, the coronavirus will flee from Romania. I'm telling you.
Yeah, be like, we don't want to go there.
Once it hits Petroșani, it will just flee.
It'll just be like, yeah, no, we're good.
Yeah, no,
took a peek.
Okay.
And,
it's okay. You can have Romania can be coronavirus free.
Yes, that's crazy, man. It's crazy.
It is kind of crazy.
Well, that's all that's in the news here with the government.
And the problem with Romanians are that there are so few of us that are actually educated to be responsible in that matter.
Yeah.
Because I heard there was a man that came from Italy with the bus until Galați.
Yeah. Until Galați.
Yeah.
Ouch.
From Italy to Galați.
Yeah.
On a bus. I mean, that's not good.
Well, so Fiera, what's the Gabriela Fiera. She's saying close the schools, kindergarten and public schools.
They closed the theaters.
And did
they? But they did close the theaters until the 30th of March. Ooh. But I did not hear them closing the mall. No, the malls are still open.
Wow.
And I'm telling you, they gathered a lot more people at that theater at one place.
Yeah. So
basically, Fiera is just plain. I mean,
I think they wanted to pass a bill. I was reading they wanted to pass a bill like a gathering of closed places.
They did
for
no more than 1,000. No more than 1,000, but that's not enough.
Well, because I mean, the mall's got to have 1,000 people in it. Fucking.
I want to go out next weekend.
Yeah.
And because I'm hoping to get my project finished.
Yeah.
And go out and have some fun. If they close the clubs,
that's another thing too.
Man. I will burn them.
That's
I've been working for like months.
I know, man. That's like I didn't even think about that. Yeah, you want those club goers, man.
You can do anything, but I'm hoping not to close the city because I want to go fishing.
Yeah,
fishing's good when coronavirus will be here.
Yeah, fucking can't get it from a fish.
But it's
out there by yourself. It's nature.
It's weird how the whole thing evolved.
I'm just looking at my. Thing there, man.
Oh, you've got a whole bar here.
Those are just gifts, man, presents and stuff.
Purcari, that's a very good wine.
Oh, that's my. Someone told me about that one. It's just like it's not my favorite. That's Moldovan, right?
I actually don't know where the domain is, but I know the drink is very good.
Yeah,
it's good. It's a good wine.
Yeah, I think it's Moldavian. My good friend Elena gave that to me. Elena, are you watching this? You know that's my favorite wine. But yeah. So what do you got to do today, man? Is that it? You're going to go work on the project? I'm going to go and...
I'm going to go work on a project, and I would like to go do a little fishing tomorrow.
Yeah, man, I wish I could go. Tomorrow's Wednesday? Miercuri?
Yes. No?
Mars.
Let me check. Jesus, you're scaring me. Tomorrow's March.
March, da. Okay, so as I look here, yeah. It's going to be a interesting one. All right, brother. Well, listen. All those people watching the Howard Dell Experience. My boy Dan.
Thank you for the invitation. Always a pleasure to have a talk with you.
Thank you for coming out, man. And we'll see everybody on the next The Howard Dell Experience. So we say goodbye.